Hello everybody, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us here. This is Creative Visions TV. I'm your host, Karen Dahlman, and this is Rodney, my board partner.
Hi.
Glad to have you with us.
I'm glad to be here.
Thank you for joining us again. As usual.
Who else?
Yeah, who else? So anyway, we've got a topic today that I wanted to show you, but also share with you. The idea came up that the messages that the guides bring through, or whoever you're in communication with, could be your angels, your own guides, it could be your deceased loved ones, it could be your pets, whoever you're communicating with, the message can be consistent and it can continue over multiple boards. So we're going to do something kind of fun today. You and I discussed it a little bit.
Yeah, that should be fun. But let's keep it a surprise.
Okay, that's a good idea. I didn't know we were going to do. Okay, so we got something fun, and we're going to show you how things happen here with the message and the fun that we're going to bring to it. You ready?
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Okay, what are we starting with?
Oh, let's talk about this. Yes. I also wanted to tell you guys too, we've already done our opening prayer, we've already done our breathing exercise, our circuitry exercise, all the things that we do to prepare. So we've already raised the energy, the vibration to be able to work with the guides. And so they're already here, they're already with us. And so you that's joining us, you're also in that protection, within that light, within that love that they exude when they do their messages. So we're all here in this together, and we're all at a higher vibration just because of the work we've already put into it before we started. So this board, you've seen this board before on this channel. This is a board called the Universal All That Is Board. I didn't name it that. You didn't name it that.
I didn't name it that.
Who named it that?
They named it that.
The guides named it that, you guys, after they saw all the characters in it. But we're going to start with this board. This board is a glass board. It's etched with designs. We've talked about it before. The link is below if you want to see any videos about this board. It's etched by this wonderful artist. Her last name is Schaefer. And she does all kinds of glass etching, if I'm correct.
Yeah, she's a glass artist.
So this is actually an artistry made by an artist. It's artistry.
It was a commission piece.
Commission piece, that's right. So the alphabets across the top and the bottom, and we got yes and no. And we also have two interesting characters on here, which is the question mark and a slash mark, because we notice when the guides speak, they use slash a lot, don't they?
Yeah, and instead of writing the word slash, we just put the character there so they can use that. And there's another thing I'd like to be clear, a little bit clearer on.
Okay.
It's glass. We still call it a board.
It's a glass board.
Yeah. It's obviously board usually comes with thinking it's wood.
Right.
But to characterize this type of tool will always be characterized as a board, whether it's made of glass or whether it's made of resin or whatever it's made of. We're going to always, for this, call it a board. Yeah,
call it a board. They're all talking boards or spirit boards, right? Well, we saw an aluminum board. One of my friends made and brought over here. Remember that?
Yeah.
So I've seen aluminum boards. We've got real wooden boards. We've got cardboard boards, masonite boards, glass boards.
It's when you watch golf on TV, they said, well, he's hitting a 3-wood.
That's
right, because they used to be wooden.
Right,
so
they used to be wooden, but not anymore.
The terminology stays as wood.
That's right. And they started out as, of course, wooden boards.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to get started. Like I said, we already did our opening statement, our prayer, our intentions were there. And I'm going to go and turn this on as I always do. Today is March 29th when we're recording this, 2018, Karen and Rodney, and this is for the YouTube channel. It's for all you guys. Okay, so we're just opening up to let them come through with a message, whatever that message is, and we're going to show you our little fun that we have in store. Let's go. P L E A S E T H I N K O F Y O U R F A. Okay, switch. Would you like to take that?
I'll
over?
take that. I'll bring one back.
Okay, sounds good. So we got something fun here, like I said. Right in the middle of this message we're receiving, we're going to be switching boards for you to show you how this message will continue across different boards. You don't have to use one board, and any board will work. And so we're here to demonstrate that for you, and also how the guides, when they come through, will just keep coming through whatever board I pull out. Oh, let's look at this board. Should we show that to everybody?
This is the Universal Channel Board.
My friend Linda Deer makes these, and she was so kind to send me one, to gift me one of these, and we use this often traveling. I use this as my travel board. So let's get the planchette.
It looks like a miniature version of the board, but just with a hole.
It's like a donut. Don't look through that, because if you look
that's
through
right,
it,
because you'll see the demon.
you'll see demon.
You'll see Zozo.
It's something like that.
Something.
Probably Bozo. Okay, so here we are. So we're just going to use this board now. Here you guys.
This is different in that the numbers and letters are in a circle.
That's right, and they're going, and they like to go around in circles with this, like they're doing right now, before they start. V O R I T E W R I T E R A N D W H Y Y O U L I K E T H. Should we switch?
Sure.
Okay, you take that one. I'll pull one up now. Oh, here's one. Look at this, you guys. This is called the Egyptian Portal Talking Board, homemade, handmade by two people. They're called Carbon Lillies, and they're on this channel. Hi, you guys. Look, this was made actually by Lana Carbon of the Carbon Lillies group, and I love this board. You guys know that. And what's so cool about it is that this is one of a kind again. It's just like that glass board you saw. I love this Egyptian eye.
And in this case, they named it. They personally signed it, and they dedicated it to
Me.
her. And I thought that was really, really nice.
I was definitely very touched, and I still am. And this board has a very special place in my house. I have it, you can't see, but it's up there on the wall with my other boards that are hanging. This one's sitting on a really nice stand. Okay, look at this. The CL for Carbon Lillies. This is their planchette that comes with it. Look at that. That's so cool with the Ankh in the middle of it. And CL. Oh, the guides call this the CL board because it has Carbon Lillies on there.
I forgot all that.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one works differently, you guys. This points to the letters or numbers as opposed to an indicator like an opening. So here we are. Let's go back to our message. Oh, I'm sorry. We should do it this way. Like that, right? There. Okay. Your hands will fit better. I'm thinking his hands might fit better that way. I, S, P, E, R, S. See how nice this works? O. You guys, all boards work. N. Well, all boards work if you work. D, O, E, S, E, V, E, R, Y, P, E, R, S, O, N, E, N, J. Shall we switch?
Sure.
Okay, let's switch. I'll take this one and put it over here.
My favorite board.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, it's not my favorite board. I'm kidding.
It's not?
You know why it's not?
Why?
Because it's pink.
He doesn't like pink, you guys. I do. I love this board. Look at how cute it is. It makes me just laugh about it. It's just, look at how cute, just everything is, the pictures and everything. They're just so simple. Again, you guys, any board works because...
Just because it's not the board, it's
what?
It's the guides. It's the whatever it is that's happening, our higher selves, whatever it is that we're doing, whatever it is that's happening, it's happening because we're here and we're connected to something beyond here, and that's why it works. It's not the board itself.
It's not the board. Take the board away and we can do this work. If I take this board away right now, I can just let them, of course it's something you got to learn to do. I learned to let them come through and channel them. And so you can do this work, and you can do this work without a board, as I was just saying, or you can do it with the board, but it's not the board. The board is just a neutral thing. This one's cardboard, and it's just a tool. So let's finish. Just keep seeing what's going on here. I don't know. We just keep switching. We're switching in the middle of words sometimes. I don't know. We're just going to see what happens here. There's the planchette. I was looking for that guy. We got our stack of planchettes over here.
It's pink.
It's cute. Okay, here we are. Okay, let's go. Now I'll remind them where we were. They know exactly where they were. O. And they just pick right up where we left off. Y. Oops, I have to get above it. T. H. I. S. P. E. R. S. O. N. O. R. T. H. E. W. R. I. T. I. N. G. S. O. F. T. H. I. S. P. E. R. S. O. N. W. H. Y. D. O. Y. O. U. L. I. K. E. T, switch. Let's switch. Okay, I'll get my board. So we're just gonna keep bringing boards to you guys. It's kind of fun. Now, this one Rodney has never seen. I don't think I've ever shown you this board. This is my Penji board. And let me tell you about this board when I show it to you. It's actually made to be used with a pendulum and not a planchette. But you guys, pendulum boards and Ouija boards are the same thing. So look at this one. Kind of cool, huh? Have you seen?
Oh, it's a circle too?
Yeah, I've never shown this to you.
No, I've never seen it.
Yeah, I've had this for a while now. I love it. It's got the sun and moon on there. I just love the design.
You know, it's funny that because the sun and the moon are in about the same proportion as they spend time speaking
for us
on the board.
When we talk to what I call the moon, that's part of the guides. That's really cute. So, by the way, the guides have never seen this board. Well, they've seen the board. They have never used this board. So we're not only has you never used this board. They haven't been on this board with me yet either. So this will be a first for all of us here. I've used it with the pendulum. That's it. It's strictly the pendulum. So now, what planchette should we use?
Let's use the one we're used to.
Okay, this is the one that came with my original 1972, but I got it in 1973 board.
Or we could use this one as well.
What is that?
This one, I mean.
Oh, let's use. Well, what do you think? That might be better for the whole because these are a little smaller letters.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter either way. Let's do that little one.
Okay.
Okay, let's do that. Universal channel board. Okay, we'll start in the middle. Look at that, you guys. So here, this is the first time seeing it. Typically, when I get on a new board, what they want to do is get on the planchette and move around.
And the reason I chose this one is because it's round.
It makes sense.
And it's round, and so it may take less time to get.
They're really quick on that, using this planchette
Right.
too. And plus, these letters, if you look at it again, they're really small. This thing's going to really show them, indicate them really nicely. Anything will work as an indicator, you guys. You can use a rock, a stone, a quarter. You can use a Pyrex dish. You can use a Tupperware. We'll show you that in a little bit. Tupperware lid. Anything really. An old CD. Whatever you can push around. We've used this before. You remember that? Yeah, you can use this. You just push it around and tell it to point with this corner or something. All right, so here we go. We're back. Let's get back to our message. H, I, S, P, E, R, S, O. Boy, you guys are really good on this board. It's the first time using it. N, A, N, D, D, O, E, S, N, O, T, E, V, E, R, Y, O, N, E, L, I, K, E, T, H, I, S, P. Should we switch?
Sure.
Okay, let's switch. So, do you guys, let's ask them this question real quickly. We're going to jump in and ask a question in the middle of a comment they're making or a message they're giving us. I want to know what they think of this board. What did you guys, here, I'll ask a real simple question that they can answer yes or no, just so we can move back to our message. Did you guys like this board? And if so, what did you like about it? Yes. No. Yes, no. Yes, no. They just went in circles. There's two yeses in the middle and two no's. They went yes, no, yes, no. You guys are really funny.
That's funny.
That is funny. I know they're really good on this board. But they always say,
But it's so close to this board.
yeah, it's so close. Let's pull that board back over here. It's so.
I mean, it's just different
God,
size.
the letters, they're kind of in the same place. You're right. Yeah, they're the A is at the top. So this is, it's very similar to this. Gosh, look at this. These two really are very similar. It's very cool. And this one was also made by Linda Deer to be used as a pendulum board, in addition to using it as a normal, like a talking board. Okay, well, that's enough, you guys. We'll get back to your message. Let's put that one over there. So, what do you think of this board? This was new. This was new for you. What do you think of that?
I thought it was cool. I like this one though too. So I like that.
Yeah. I really enjoy it. I'm glad we use it. I just never pulled it out to use it for this purposes. Okay, you bring on a board. What board would you like to bring?
I want to bring in the Hasko board.
Oh yes.
This is a rescue board.
Yeah, it's a rescue board. I do that sometimes. Poor guy.
She rescued this board. This thing is in bad shape. It's got chips. It's got nicks. It's got cracks. It's got cup rings.
You guys,
people used it as a coaster.
This one wasn't taken care of, but what I want to show you about this, I still display it on my walls. I still love it. I got it for a good price, but I also rescued it, and they cut on it. It was like a cutting board. They spilled some stuff, maybe burnt it a little bit, cut the edges off. I don't care. Watch this. It still works. That's. It's made by a company called Haskelite Manufacturing Company out of Chicago, Illinois. It's an older board too. Okay, so what planchette? Let's use this.
Yeah, let's use that one.
Okay, let's get the traditional Ouija planchette out. Oh, actually, I think I have a Mystic pointer. I didn't bring it. I do have a planchette that this goes with this. I have a place where I keep some of my older planchettes. That's where it is. So we're just going to use this planchette. Let's get back to what we were doing, guys. Thank you for your patience. E R S O N H U M A N I T Y T H I S R, sorry, R S T S F O R M E A N I N G A N D I S M O R E C O M E F O R T A B L E. Let's switch. You guys, what I found interesting about this board, let's see if you notice it. What's different about this board than the normal Ouija talking board we typically use?
No sun, no moon. Oh, different. Yeah, at the corners it's different.
That too, but look where the no and yes are.
Oh, they're opposite.
They're opposite, you guys. They got the yes over here, which is weird. And so a lot of times when we use this board, because the planchette can easily fall off the edges, it'll use the in up here. So I didn't know if it was going to go up to here because it's the opposite corner. But they know where things are located. But I thought that was kind of interesting. They switched the yes and no.
That's cool. Okay.
All right.
You want to put it under?
Yeah, sure. We'll put it right down here at this board.
Okay.
Okay. So now I'm going to pull out a board. Oh, this one's cool. It's called the Archangel Board by Dr. Yaffe. I met this woman and she was kind enough to give me her board. I really enjoy it. It comes with a cute little angel planchette, you guys. How cute is that? Even this one actually comes with a little book about a little bit of instructions and a prayer and also information about the different archangels. She's really into the angels, the archangels.
I'm good. Yeah, keep talking.
And so
That's where I got the idea for the wings on the glass planchette.
Oh, when you saw this board?
See if I can go close. See the wings? You guys see the wings on there?
Wow.
This
inspired you?
That gave me the thought.
Now,
that put the thought in my head.
I never knew this.
Yeah.
Okay, he didn't tell me this until now. That's really cool.
Yeah. I didn't remember till just now.
Oh, okay, because we haven't used this board in a while.
No.
So it's this very special board. Because it folds, I like to keep it in its box for that reason. Same with the Pinji board, I keep it in their boxes. But this is really a pretty beautiful, it's a beautiful board. You know, if people have issues with using like a normal looking Ouija board because you don't like the symbols on it or it looks ominous, this is also an option to get a board that's more like an angel board. This is my first and only angel board that I have, and I think it's rather beautiful. And look, she's got the word gratitude on there. Yes and no are in the same normal corners that we're used to, but it's all about the angels here, so it's kind of cool. All right, let's get back to our message. And they're used to this board. We used this board quite a bit in the past. W H E O N T H I N G S A R E V, oh not V, sorry, W E L L D E F I N E D I T I S W I T H T H I S I N M I N D T H A. Let's switch.
Okay.
All right. Put this guy, I'm gonna put it back in his box. Anyway, that's a nice fun board to use because it does, has a whole different feeling about it because it's the angels, of course. The Archangel Board. All right, so what are you gonna pull up for us?
This is a cool one.
Oh yeah.
This is a copy of an old board.
Yeah, from years ago, like the late 1800s.
That is just done with a Sharpie and a piece of cardboard.
That's right. I had a presentation I did once, so I created this board for the presentation on the fly, and then we've used it. And so I want to just show you again that even boards you make work. Now, people write to me often and say, what board should I get? I got to get a Ouija board. I got to get a real one. And I say, no, you don't. You can use any board you want. And until you know what you really want to buy, make your own. If you're just out there trying, to use a board and you're not into collecting. I mean, I'm into collecting, so I like a lot of different boards. But if you just want to get started with using this tool, just make your own. Cardboard's great. I used to make them out of pizza boxes years ago. I'd be at somebody's house and they'd say, okay, they go, let's do a Ouija board. I'd go, well, you got an old pizza box sitting around. It's back in my 20s. And they'd say, sure. Or who doesn't have pizza boxes in their house at that age? Or I would say just have some cardboard or poster board or a paper sack.
With that in mind,
Yes.
we're using the paper sack planchette,
Right. We used to
but
use
on the cardboard.
We used to use it with the paper sack.
And it's
that's
a
right.
Cool Whip. It's a Cool Whip.
True
Bob.
Whip.
Well,
Well,
everyone knows what Cool Whip
it's
is.
vegan, so it's True Whip.
It's vegan Cool Whip.
True Whip. Anyway, that's great. Anyway, I love this because you guys, I just cut a hole in it. It's how easy is this? When years ago, again, back in my teenage years and 20s, I'd be at somebody's house and I'd say, does your mom or do you have an old plastic lid I could use, or go look in your trash can? I just take this and this is my go-to. This is what I've always made. I made this one quite a few years ago. It's not that old. It's not from those years. It's probably maybe 4 or 5 years old this one is. But I make them whenever I need them. It's so easy. Look at that. And you can see right through it. It's perfect. It works on any board too. I love it. All right, let's get back. Sorry, you guys. I mean, they're probably thinking this is like ADD or something because we're switching boards and I'm talking about all kinds of things with you guys and they're still just strolling along there giving us their message. Not skipping a beat. All right, back at it. This one makes a nice sound.
It is a little noisy, isn't it?
I love it. See, they're going over all the letters to make sure they know where everything's located. Say they haven't used this board in a while, and they will do that, and they get on a brand new board. They'll check everything out. T, W, E, S, H, A, R, E, W, T, H, Y, O, U, T, H, I, S, M, E, S, S. Okay, gotta turn the page. Hold on a second. Okay, go ahead. A, G, E, I, T, M, A, Y, B, E, I, N, Y, O, U, R, M. Let's switch. Okay, so now, here, you put that over there, please. Thank you.
I'm out of boards.
Ta-da! This is our last board. We're going to end with this board. You guys, I just got this board. This is the most recent addition to my collection. And yes, it comes with the planchette that's in perfect shape. This board they were made in the 40s and 50s. This board is called a 601 board. 601. So I have a 602 and I have a 600 board. And this one was made by William Fuld. So here is the original planchette. If you notice, it has this little brass tack and its original lens. It's nice. This board is in such great shape. I'm super excited to add it to my collection. Plus, I want to show you guys this. It's a large board. This is the board I'm used to using, right? Look at the size difference. This one's 15 by 22. Look at that. I love that. So I do have boards that are large. They're a lot older. It's a heavy board. Thank you.
I want to see some.
Yeah. Oh, how it compares to that board over there? It's comparing it to the glass board. Glass board's still pretty large.
Still bigger? The glass board's bigger?
Yeah, well, look up there, that old board in the middle. I have a board, you guys, 1892-93 board. I didn't want to take it down. It's up on the wall. That one's this size. It's at least this size. It might be a little bigger. I'm looking at it right now. I got all these boards in my house. Listen, I love this stuff. I have not used this board yet. But let me tell you just a real quick story about this board. If you've heard me talk about this story, when I did the blindfolded experiment, it was this board, this type of board, I should say, this size of board, it was this make of board that I used back when I was in college and I did that blindfolded experiment. It's in my book, The Spirits of Ouija, 4 Decades of Communication. And I talk about it quite often because it was an amazing experience, and it really shifted me into the ability to use this tool in such really positive ways and manners. It really changed my views of the board into the seriousness of this tool and how it can really be used to help people heal from grief and have closure, as well as to do all kinds of things that help people to move through life. So I love this board. I've been wanting to get this board for years. Finally found it. It was at a decent price. I made a deal and I got it, and I'm happy to have it. And so you haven't used this board either?
No. If you haven't, I haven't.
Nope, you haven't. Well, I work with other people too.
Yeah. But
See?
you said I haven't used this board.
That's right, so you haven't either. Well, okay. The guides haven't either. None of us have used this board, so here we go. Look, you guys, look what I got. I'm telling them.
Original planchette, original plastic, original brass.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Brad.
Yeah, my little, I call it the eye, its little eye of Ouija. That's what I've always called it, its little eye. Okay, we're gonna finish the message on this board. Ooh, look at this, you guys. You guys know this board. See, they're checking it out. They've never been on this board, so they do like a, kind of a lap. They do a lap on these boards, don't they? There you go. Oops. I don't know if they want to spell yet, so I'm going to wait. I'll know when they're ready. U S I C I T M A Y. O T H E R S. Wow, that was quite a few pages.
That's funny.
What did you think of that experience?
That was
before we read
interesting.
the message about switching all the boards.
Well, I'm worried that it's about the continuity.
Oh, you are? You don't think the continuity?
I don't know. I don't know why I'm doubting. I'm not doubting it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
Well, you can
doubting
doubt it if you want.
No. I'm just curious.
I know the continuity's there. I've done this kind of experiment many times before. And you know too, when we've done sessions, and I've done some other board partners in the past too, we might have something, a message come through, like I'll call it a lesson that came through. It could come through 3 years earlier, and then they might pick back up on that exact same sentence they ended with 3 years later. We've had that happen to us.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, we had that message before, and they're like, and they just they bring it back. Can we remind you of the message we had back then? And they can just state what it was.
And then expound on it.
And then expound upon it even further. So anyway, that was fun. So I'm dying to know what this message was. Anyway, wasn't that fun? I felt like we were on a racetrack with this board. It's
This
so
one,
large.
yeah, and-
it was flying.
And they could go. I mean, there's
Yeah,
no limits.
no.
They didn't have to worry about flying off the board.
No, this guy's kind of small, but the letters are the same size on both these boards. They're the same size. There's not enough room here. I really, really prefer this large board.
We may be using this board.
I don't know. This is the board I've been wanting to get for years. It was the first time I used it was in 1986. That's quite a few years ago.
Yeah.
Before some of you guys were born.
Before she was.
Okay, before I was born. Just kidding. Oh goodness, I just had to say that after.
Before I was born.
Yeah, there you go. All right, I cannot wait to hear this message. So let's see. It went through a few pages, and I want you guys to know when I said switch, we switched anywhere. It could be, I don't know if it was the middle of a word. It could have been after
Did
a
you
word.
watch this? Did you mark the switches?
I didn't because there was too much going on. I thought that's okay. So no, I don't have.
Then we would have known.
We know it because we were back when you can watch this.
Oh, that's true. My bad.
Okay, here we go. Please think of your favorite writer and why you like this person. Does every person enjoy this person or the writings of this person? Why do you like this person? And does not everyone like this person? Humanity thirsts for meaning and is more comfortable when things are well defined. It is with this in mind that we share with you this message. It may be in your music, it may be in your books. It may come to you from a scholar or a preacher or just as easily a board, such as this. It is the words of the message that matters, and how it moves or literally touches your heart that makes it relevant to you and your life. Seek, and the message will find you one way or a multitude of others. Fantastic message.
That is kind of cool.
I love that message. What do you guys think? Let me know below. Oh my God, I love that message. You know, I think this is what I try to do on this channel. I think you guys nailed it. Let me just say, the guides nailed it. It's not the fact that I'm using this tool, although that's fun. You might be curious of why I use this tool. You might be curious to use it yourself. The truth is, do you want to know why I do this? I do it for the message. I do it for the connection. I do it for the beautiful words that come forth that enliven my life, and hopefully they can help enliven yours. And to see that you have these abilities within yourself to make these connections that are otherworldly in many ways. That is why I do this work.
I like what it said, because the feeling could come to you reading a book. The feeling could come to you, listening to a scholar. It could,
a preacher. Music.
Yeah, your music. Whatever the message is, it's the words of the message that touch you, that are meaningful to you and your life. That's what it said, right?
Yes, that's what it said. And then this is why I have this channel. Get beyond the board and hear the messages that you receive. Hear the messages that they so wonderfully, graciously give us and share with us. I mean, and it's always about, finding that within ourselves that moves us, that teaches us, that brings some kind of insight into your own lives that helps you, that helps me, that helps you, that helps us. And that's what the message is basically saying. You're going to find it. You're going to find that answer you're looking for. Be open to it, ask for it, and listen and be aware and open.
They ask, who's your favorite
who's your favorite writer?
And
why does not everybody enjoy that, like the same writer? Why do you like this person? Why does somebody not like that person?
Right, because all the messages don't touch people the same way.
Right. So you have to have many different avenues to hear the message. You may been reading a book. You may have, listening to some music, had some inspiration, some words of wisdom or guidance that came to you, but may not have really quite encapsulated or embraced it at that moment until you heard it again later.
Not to tell the whole story, but we were driving one day and looking for some reason to do whatever it was that we were going to do when that car literally cut us off.
Yeah, right.
And their license plate said Angel.
Said one angel.
One angel, and we knew right then what we had been talking about. We felt that was a message that we should do exactly what it is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The message will find you. It found me in a license plate that day.
Yeah.
It was a license plate that made us take a double take and really listen to what we were just talking about, because that was something that was really inspirational and positive. It helped us make a decision on that. That was a day I think we were out in the field working. You were helping me with my business.
Yeah.
That's right. So the message comes in many ways, you guys, and they said multitude of ways. This is really cool. I love hearing messages like this because it's saying, get beyond the dang board.
When you were reading Seek.
And
you will, and I thought I was going to say, seek and you shall find. Just like,
a cliche, right?
Yeah.
It didn't say that. Instead it said, seek and the message will find you one way or a multitude of others. So it's not like you're going to miss it. The message is going to keep coming to you till you get it. It's like knock, knock, knock.
But it's just the opposite. There's not saying seek and you will find it.
No.
It's saying it will find you.
It will find you.
As long as you're seeking the message will
That's
find you. That's
it, you guys. Seeking it allows you to be open.
So often they tell us things that are contrary to the little colloquialisms that we see in our everyday life. I wish we would have annotated some of those from the past, the messages where they were just literally opposite.
Well, I've got stacks of journals, like maybe this high, that you're welcome to go through. And I've got recordings, hundreds and hundreds of these. I mean, we've done literally hundreds, if not thousands. Well, I've done over thousands and thousands of hours myself on the board, many thousands of hours. But yeah, we can go through all that. But yeah, this is. Anybody that's watching this show and is not into the board, cool, don't be into it. But be into seeking the question to your answer, or your answer to your question you have. Be interested in seeking to get the message that's right for you, that literally moves you and changes you.
And it's funny because even the board is saying, go away from the board. There's messages out there. It's not the board.
Yeah, it's not. And you're going to hear it in different formats, in different forums, in different ways. I just think the important thing here is that if you seek it, which means you're going to be open. If you're seeking, you're going to be open, and that's the message is going to find you. Isn't that awesome?
In any number of ways.
Multitude of ways. I'm going to say infinite amount of ways. Yeah.
Oh, I dare say we trip over them and don't even see them.
I would say that's absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stub our toe on them
and don't even notice why.
Don't even notice, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I wanted to show off this new board. I want to show you a bunch of different boards this show. Boards that I probably haven't shown all you guys. I know you didn't see that. I know you've never seen this board before. My rescue board. We all got to have one of these. But anyway, thank you for joining us here. Leave your comments below. I love your interactions. I love talking with you. And if you have other topics and ideas for the show, reach out to me and let me know. I'd be happy to address them. Rodney will help me as well as needed, right?
Yeah. And I thought that was a good idea when you told me we were going to do that. But it was really fun.
It was fun. It was fun for me. It was fun.
No, it was fun for me too. Yeah.
And I know the guides loved it. They're just talking away. We're just switching boards.
Yes, no.
That was funny. So again, thank you so much for joining me here today. This was Creative Visions TV. I'm your host, Karen Dahlman, and this is Rodney, my board partner. And we're signing out. Bye-bye.
Bye.